It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First play, here's Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Now Cousins. And this is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCarthy. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Up the gut, McCarthy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. And that's complete to McCarthy. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll give it up to McCarthy. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Listen to me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To throw, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. And it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On the give, here's McBride. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
76 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a 1st down.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now they'll audible to something else. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
On the move past the 40.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Samuel going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Purdy. Flush to his right.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Play action now. Cousins. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Cousins. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And now a run with McBride. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's McBride. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
But your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy to throw it on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Purdy now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Purdy looking to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 19 yards away. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up on the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and a yard.
Gun.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Connecting with Cup here on the out route. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ayuk goes in motion.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
A run here with McBride. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McBride, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, receiver.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McBride down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll bring him back within 4. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 is... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and pick it up to McCarthy. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Touchdown 49ers. Cameron Latu, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Listen to me.
Now a give right side. McBride. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at him.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 30, Vikings 12. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Cousins.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Steamer.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away.
And the Niners continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point try now for Moody.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 37, Vikings 12. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Chandler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And they will take a knee here. And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
Smart, baby.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out.